Time to upgrade from your smartphone flashlight. Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out the lineup from Wuben flashlights. These are really cool. Now, I know if you just need a flashlight for a second or two to find your keys in your car, then your smartphone's probably gonna be okay. But if you're walking a dog, if you go out hiking, if you're out at night, if you're a backpacker, a better flashlight is a better solution. So I have three different kinds of design here. And let's start with this. This is the smallest. This is really fun. This is the H5 clip flashlight. And the button to control it is on the top. And then the light is actually at a 90-degree angle. Now, as a tiny little flashlight, this is pretty handy. But if I actually open it up, then it gets really fun, because then I can actually attach it to a headlamp setup. So you put it in, screw this back on, and let's see, get it in all the way. There we go. And there we go. Once it's screwed in, now this is something where you don't have to be out in the middle of nowhere to find it helpful to have a headlamp, right? This, you might be working on your car, you might read late at night, and you just want to have illumination that way. Obviously, this is great if you're out walking or anything like that, but super helpful. And it is highly adjustable, so you can do that, and then you can rotate exactly where the light is. And this also has a magnetic connector on the end, so you can attach it to something metal if you want to work on it that way. Now, as with all of their flashlights, it has a variety of different brightnesses, which you can get to by holding it down. So that gets me the 4 brightnesses. Let's get to that brightness. And now if I double push, then I get into a strobe or SOS, which can be helpful if you're in an emergency situation. And then I'll turn it off. There we go. And then I can turn it on and hold it down. Let's do that again. And then you can get to the different brightnesses. At its brightest, this offers 400 lumens, and it's a very wide 175-degree angle for the beam. It is an IP68 waterproof, which means you can wear this, fall into the river, climb out of the river, dry your head off, and this is going to be perfectly fine. So it is actually part of what I really like about this that's so cool is they have a really interesting rechargeable battery, because it's this, right? So it looks like a AA battery, but there's a USB-C connection on the top, and no surprise, it includes a USB-C charging cable. So it's actually a rechargeable battery in the form factor of a regular AA. And one more thing, it does come with a little lanyard if you want to use it that way, but it is a tiny bit clumsy having to take the whole back off to be able to switch between having it in the headlamp mount or having it standalone, but not really that big a deal. It is tough, it is rugged, it is bright. It's one of their flashlights. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off, and I'll tell you about all the prices at the end. And I should also tell you, you can just use a regular AA battery with this. That's why it's that size. Speaking of a single AA battery, that's what this one is too. And this one, let me put this here. This is the E6 EDC, or Everyday Carry flashlight. So this one is just tiny. It's really small, as you can see, and it puts out an impressive 900 lumens. So if I get this onto its brightest, let's push and hold again, and it lets you step through the 3 brightness levels. That's really bright. This is not something you want to have in your eyes, but if you need to have a flashlight, imagine you're walking your dog and you're like, what's that up ahead of us? Or what's that in the trees? This is perfect for something like that. And it is also IP68 waterproof, and it works with a AA battery. So this doesn't have a rechargeable battery, though you could acquire one of their rechargeable batteries and use that. This is designed for just a regular AA, which will give you 32 hours of use. It also has that lanyard, so you can loop it through. There's a tiny little holder on the top, and it also has a clip. So again, this one is like the regular, just a super tiny but regular flashlight, and the brightness on this is fantastic. It's really, all of these are super rugged. You know, they're really designed to be able to survive a lot. And then finally, this one is probably my favorite of the three. This is the C2 power bank flashlight. And this one is bigger. As you can see, it is a bigger unit. It is considerably brighter at 2000 lumens. And I'll hold it so you can see the different brightnesses. You know, so on the maximum brightness, that's probably too much for me to even point at my camera, but it gives you a lot of brightness and you can use this a long distance away. Easily, this will go like 400 or 500 yards, and it's that up to 2000 lumens. But what's interesting about it is it also serves as a power bank. On the side is here we go, is a little rubber cover, and when you pop that off, you can see in this close-up that there's USB-C for charging, and then it comes with a USB-C charging cable, but there's also the USB-A, the big rectangle. You can use that to charge other devices. So this actually is also a power bank, which makes it really great for camping or backpacking, because then if you have this with you and your phone needs just a little bit of extra juice, you can plug it into your flashlight or your walkie-talkie or your GPS system, whatever it is you need. Also IP68 waterproof. And this particular one comes with a little accessory box, and in here is a couple of things. So we have, again, that USB-C charging cable, and we have a couple of extra rings for making sure it stays waterproof around the edge of the battery. And yes, a lanyard, so you can actually put it and then have it around your wrist, or, you know, somehow otherwise, if you don't want to use the clip, you could still use it to like tie it to your backpack or something. And as with the other ones, it has the 3 levels of brightness that I just push and hold. And if I double click, then there we go. It gets into strobe. And there's also an SOS mode. I don't remember exactly how to get to it, but suffice to say, it is a big, bright, powerful flashlight, and it's still light and small. I mean, look at how small that is to be putting out 2000 lumens. I really like these, and where these are really great is to have them in your car. So if you break down and it's in a dark spot or something, having one of these, and these will easily fit in like a glove compartment, right? And having one of them available can make a huge difference in you being able to figure out what's going on, or flag down some assistance, or just see while you're maybe changing a tire or trying to figure out what else is happening. So big fan of all 3 of these. Let's get to the pricing, because they're all actually almost exactly the same price. But if I had to choose one, I think I'd choose this just for sheer versatility. These are smaller, and they also let you use AA's. This is just using its own rechargeable battery, but it is so handy to have it as a power bank too, that makes this a great carry, a great unit to have with you in your bag, in your coat, in your backpack, you know, whatever. So let's go down the list. I started with this H5. This is the little clip flashlight. This little cute guy is $49.99, currently discounted to $39.99 at wubenlight.com. And then this one, this is just the sort of intermediate one. This is the E6 flashlight, and this one is $46.99, discounted down to $42.29 at wubenlight.com. And this one, finally, the largest of the 3, is the C2 power bank flashlight, and it's $46.99, discounted down to $42.29. Also, no surprise, at wubenlight.com. So 3 different really great options for you in the flashlight department. These I am going to disperse to my children to make sure they have good emergency flashlights in their vehicles. I'm not sure who's going to get what, but I know my son really likes the headband style, so that might be his. And do me a favor, if you can, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I get lots of gear. I enjoy sharing it with you, and you'd be able to stay up to date by subscribing. Cool. That's everything I got. These are really nice flashlights, definitely worth checking out. And next time I will hope to catch you in my video.